Uh, I'm a medium administrator. I'm continuing with the WebLogic SPL JBoss,
Okay.
and I've been into this field for like 8 years. So my only weakest part is my scripting. I
Okay.
just want to learn scripting.
Hmm.
Uh, and now I work with a group called Gucci Chicago.
Okay.
I've been in US for like 8 years. I started my career in US as a
Uh-huh.
medium administrator doing NQ.
MQ.
And I went to NQ first. I learned I was an NQ administrator.
Okay.
Then I went on to learn for application server portal.
Mm-hmm.
Then I learned logic and JBoss. Now again I'm back to the sphere administration.
Mm-hmm.
So now in this my now this job requires scripting.
Okay.
So lot of scripting deployments. I need to write a lot of scripts for deployments.
Okay.
Yes.
Vinod? Vinod? Are you with me? Looking like issue with the microphone. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, let me begin now. Yeah, who can do this WebSphere Jython scripting? Jython scripting, this course is mainly for the people who are working involved in most of the IBM products. IBM products are based on WebSphere, and WebSphere administration is the base for all other products. If you see MQ, and if you go for portals, process server, e-commerce server, Domino's nodes, and message broker, all these are basing on the J2E application server. So you're connected, Vinod? I don't know. Okay, fine. So we are good with your basic environment type. So if you have one of the simulated environment in your laptop, in your system, that will help us to practice Jython. So how we can practice? This is a basic setup you can do in your systems. So you can set up one Vagrant box. That is your choice. I recommend this one is the easiest way to do. So Vagrant with virtual box, or Oracle virtual box, that will give you to provision Ubuntu Linux, and then on top of your Ubuntu you can run the installation manager, and then you create the WebSphere. So that gives the basic WebSphere environment, one server environment, where you can try simple scripts, try to understand all the basic level of scripting. So for this one, what do you need? You need installation manager, any latest version. I feel 8.5 is the best one. Rakil VirtualBox or VMware, whatever you feel comfortable on your laptop, you can use, and you can create Ubuntu. Why I prefer Ubuntu is more like Windows. So that mouse accessibility and Alt tab, that is very flexible if you go for the Ubuntu. Any other also fine. Any Linux platform is also fine. And I also recommend you, if you have a IP address, static IP configured on your this virtual machine, that will give access to outside Windows host machine, and we can access our admin console and check whatever we configured, whatever you tried on Jython, that is working fine or not from the Windows system. That will be faster access compared with the within the virtual box access in the browser, because all VirtualBox content Linux boxes uses Mozilla, that will be slower compared with the outside which you are running Chrome or something, that will be faster. dedicated user, if you use, that will be always preferable. Whenever you trying to install a software WebSphere, don't use a root user. One user you create in Linux and add a separate group, that will be better. That will give more safer operating system side, and you can run your application aside. So disk space, you can have the 20 GB if you have one virtual machine. That is enough, I think. And you are already working on the WebSphere administration. You know what how much you can specify. If you want to run 4 servers, how much you can go for each application server, how much you want to assign. So it depends on that. You can allocate the RAM space for your VM. And for editing purpose, you can use any editor. In Windows host machine, you can download Notepad++. That is more comfortable for editing multiple lines. In Unix, definitely you must aware of VI commands. If you don't know any VI commands, let me know. If you are uncomfortable, I will give from 5 minutes commands, shortcuts for you. Gedit is more like Notepad, and if you are using Ubuntu, by default you will get Gedit. It is command syntax highlighter is available in the Gedit. Nano is also having the syntax highlighting. Instead of VI, if you are using VIM, that is also gives the syntax highlighting. The keywords whenever you type, that will be highlighted. So these are the prerequisites if you want to learn Jython on your systems. Okay, so why we are going to do the Jython automations? What we will get benefited? What is advantage? Why should I go for the Jython automation? The first thing, important thing, you can save lot of time of your work. When you are saving the time, definitely it is saving that money for the project. So improving the efficiency, you can spend the time which you are spending manually when you are doing mouse clicks. That will be our number of mouse clicks you can reduce. That will save a lot of time. So efficiency definitely improves because the sequence of steps. Script means you are having the set steps, the sequence of commands you are giving, that is forming a program. So whenever you follow the steps, when you do manually, you may miss one of the step. But when your script is running, it doesn't skip any step. So that's why automation gives more efficiency. When you are having the repeated task, I have agile methodology in my project. Then whenever there is a release, I'm having the same process deployment. The same year, same war file, whatever we have on the deployment units, I'm going to do the same repeated task. The repeatability is easy when you are going to use a script. Repeated task you can make as a script. Reducing the resources, definitely it will reduce the number of people in for the companies. Expenses reduces, and WebSphere management is makes very comfortable if you are using automations. Even if you use Jackal, if you are using Jython, that manageability will be more flexible, easy for you. So easy to adapt. It is very easy. Whenever you have some certain common problems, you can find solutions and you can make that automation. So your server configurations you want to do on one go or one script enter, everything will be created like that. You can make using the automation. It is more powerful. It is allows you to provide the security, domain level security for your WebSphere environments. So these are the main advantages you will get from the Jython. In our course, what we are going to learn, maximum will focus on programming logics, because you are already working as administrator. You know what how to change, what are the configuration changes you want. So the second part is totally in your hands. The first part is logic, how to bring the logic into your scripting. So first we'll try to understand that one, how the normal variables work, how to frame your program, how to structure, what are the data types you are going to use. how the variables are comfortable and usability for there are different types of variables. Sequences are there, lists are there. Just like in C program, you are having structures and arrays. Same kind of data you want to store arrays. Different types heterogeneous data you want to store then structures. Same way here we have different sequences are there. List, tuple, dictionary, strings. These are the different types of data types. If you play with each one of the type, then you will definitely master in this. I'm sorry. Yeah, here there is a power disruption. Uh, we are talking about. Yeah, sorry. What last you heard?
But bringing the logic and into the
Okay. So here, whenever we have the basic variable structure, we try to practice each and every type of variables, how to use them in our normal, non-connected, offline Jython. Once we understood that one, then we'll move towards the online. So when you connect to the admin DMGR, now, Vinod, are you able to hear me clearly? I'm sorry. Um, Vinod, are you able to speak? No? Able to hear you, but background noise. Um, Now, same. There was a power disconnection in the internet. Uh, Pritham, hello Pritham, are you able to hear me?
yes, yes,
Is it clear?
yes,
Are you
I can.
getting noise in the background?
Right? No, no noise, nothing. Very
No
clear.
noise. Okay, cool. So Vinod, please check your system, sound system settings. Yeah. So here we are going to learn about the different sequences. That is most important thing. If you understood these sequences, your programming structure is very comfortable. And we are going to do a lot of practical experiments with the list, tuples, and the strings and the dictionary items. And then I will try to build the scripts with the basic programming structures with programming controls, if and else, ladders, and while loop, how to repeat the task, how to use the for loop. If you compare with any previous other languages, C language or Java language, if I write a hello world program in Java, it takes at least 6 lines. In Jython, you can write 1 line. So it is very less code. So the code structure, how to make optimistic, if you know how to write a reduced code, that will makes you reducing your issues also. So number of lines are less means number of errors also automatically becomes less. That's why Jython is in use. So functions are used for modular programming. So modularity you can get from the different breaking down the biggest problem into small pieces, and we can make functions. That will gives us to repeatable access of the same functionality. Okay, so the functions will try to construct, and when we are constructing the functions, we are having two options. It is going to return the values, and that will become a function. If it is not returning anything, then it is a procedure. And there is some function which will only work in one line. In short, you want to replace. So one particular definition you want to use, that will be repeatedly used, but it is very short. So one line code you want to define, lambda is a function. Lambda functions we can use, we can write, you can define. And Most of the Jython works on object orientation. So entire Jython works on MBean concept. MBeans are from JMX architecture, Java Management Extension. MBeans architecture having wider range. So if you see the cell, WebSphere cell is one MBean, DMGR is having its own MBean server, and application server it is going to have separate MBean server. And if you are deploying JDBC or JMS services, that is also a different MBean. So you can navigate this MBeans. MBeans are tree structures which we can navigate using your Jython. Tree structure we can navigate. You can do two things. When you are navigating, you can configure new values. The second thing is when it is running environment, your application server is running. When your application is running, then you can get the runtime values. Runtime values we are going to use for monitoring. Configuration part we can use for the new creations. Newly you want to create cluster, newly you want to create server, newly you want to install something. So that one we can do with the configuration MBeans. So two types of MBeans we'll try to understand in detail. Then we'll try to use the tools which are APIs which are present in our WebSphere WS admin. Admin config object, admin control, admin task, and your help object. So all these are most commonly we are going to use, and we are going to prepare each type of object. Using that one will make one small script so that you can build anytime a bigger script from using these small pieces, building blocks. Okay, so you can make scripts for creating something, you can make scripts for monitoring, you can make scripts for thread dumps, deploying application, installing applications, anything you can after completing of this course. Okay, so this is our course agenda. So how do you know your system version, what version you are using? So if you see VAS 8.5, it is having Jython older version. It is not coming with the latest version. That is the biggest problem with the VAS. So 2.1 is the oldest version that is present in your WS admin. System platform, if you type in the your shell, it is going to give which JVM it is using. WS admin is invoking one Java program that runs on one JVM. Whenever one Java program is invoked means one JVM is running. So on which platform you are running? 1.6 platform. Normally in 8.5 I'm using. So if you want to upgrade, you want to use the latest features in Jython. Some modules are latest. Some of the Jython modules are developed separately with the more flexible. Suppose if I take example of CSV. CSV file flexible. Whenever I create a monitoring script, I can collect and store the data comma separated file. Comma separated file, if I create, it is very easy to generate Excel and graphs. So that is available in latest version of Jython, but older version it doesn't support. So in such cases, what you can do, you can upgrade your Jython using thin client. Okay, so how to do all those we can see in the later on when we enter into the course. So that is the scope. So where we can apply these automations, Jython, how we can grow in our career. If you do combine with the shell scripting basics and virtualization concepts, you will grow in this information technology DevOps. If you are looking for configuration management side, that is a commonly required by most of the DevOps teams. Puppet, some of the scripts people are looking, some of the people are looking for chef configuration, and some of them are using Ansible. So these are the different tools, but at the moment, if you understand Jython, first step, the next step, you can correlate, you can connect with the other type of scripts that will help you to serve the demand, current demand. The Liberty profile is currently huge in demand. It is hyping your web sphere. So that profile gives on-demand capacity increment for the cells, WebSphere cells. So we should aware of all the automations. We should give the on-demand capabilities for the Liberty profile. Then you can easily work on the latest environments. And now everyone talking about virtualization. Next thing is cloud. Virtualization will be within your system, but cloud will be somewhere remote location, and you can hook up the box and put into the cloud anytime. So how to keep that one? The combination of Jython Puppet Ruby will help you to keep the box entire thing into a cloud environment. It may be Amazon, it may be IBM cloud, or it may be Oracle cloud, or some other cloud. The advantage you will get from your automations. Okay. So overall takeaway from this course, what you can get, you can master in all the Jython rules, characteristics, and try to understand what are the properties you can set up, and you can manipulate the WebSphere configurations, runtime monitoring capabilities. You can make the WS admin scripts. You can understand each and every parameter, simplify all the administration tasks small by small pieces you can make, and one script you can make. Like that you can build several building blocks. You can adjust the ws admin properties to reflect your needs of your environment. Admin app, application support, you can install, you can see how many applications are deployed, and how to uninstall, how to modify applications. All this you can do with the admin object. Admin task object is used for WebSphere application server at high level, whatever the task you want. Once a cluster is configured, you want to assign member servers. That kind of task you can do with the admin task. You can create member servers and you can assign them using the admin task. Configuring WebSphere application server with one special object, that is admin config object. The configuration of new cluster, configuration of new server, configuration of JMS or JDBC, you can do with the admin config. Manipulating of application server, app server, your objects, MBs, you can do from control. You can start, you can stop, and you have rolling restart also, right? So these different options you can do from the admin control object. And at the end you can also learn, you can also control the security options what we have in the WebSphere. We can start, we can configure new users, you can create groups, domain level security you can provide for the WebSphere cell. So this is overall structure of the WebSphere course. So you have any question, you want to ask any question? Pritam, Vinod.
Like, can you help me with setting up the environment? Like, you said a Vagrant. I don't have the system set up in my laptop. Can you give me the bandwidth?
I have a blog post, you can check that one. I'll just ping in the chat. Okay, so here, just go here.